Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. I hope that February was a good month for you. I hope that you're getting everything that you've wanted out of this year so far, and if you are not, I hope you're on track to doing so. This is your monthly tarot reading for the month of March 2019. So I am going to go ahead and get started with your overall monthly energy. You'll realize that this has a lot of similarities to our daily reading because I do feel like each deck has a certain kind of message that it offers. So I'll also be looking at messages concerning your spiritual being, your health, your relationships, and your work or finances, and what you need to focus on concerning each of those and what's influencing each of those places in your life, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with your overall energy for the month. For whoever this reading is meant for, what is their energy for the month of March 2019? Please. For whoever this reading is meant to help and guide, please tell me their energy. And of course, for whoever you are, thank you so much for being here. What is their energy for the month of March, guiding them for this month? What is the energy that will be with them pretty much every day for the month of March for the next 31 days or 30 days? For whoever this reading is meant for, what is their overall message for March 2019? Please and thank you. So you have receiving. So this whole month is about being open to the energies that are being offered to you. If there is new abundance to be brought into your life, if you're in need of healing, if you've been dealing with maybe some emotional problems or financial problems, this is a month for you to say, okay, I will be open to the positivity that the universe has in store for me. I will be open to the abundance that the universe has in store for me. I will be open to the healing that is being offered to me so that my spirit, my body, and my mind may grow healthy. So let yourself be open. Let yourself receive any kind of good healing energy that is being brought to you. I'm going to pull a card as a clarifier to see maybe what is the message concerning more specifically. So what do we need to be open or what areas in their life do they need to be open to when it comes to receiving? Please clarify this receiving energy for me, please. For the month of March in the year 2019, please clarify this receiving energy. You have the Hierophant, okay? So you may be receiving some sort of spiritual guidance, some sort of spiritual leader. If there's a new kind of pagan course or spiritual course or practice that you've been trying to get into, maybe reach out to a mentor, maybe reach out to someone, a high priest or priestess, someone who is experienced in that path and in that course, and really listen to what they have to offer, okay? If it's someone who's like an elder in a coven or in a group that you've been working with, be open to that. If it's, like I said, if it's that you've been looking at for a while and you've been interested in, then now is the time to let yourself indulge in that, because this is something that I think you need to help yourself grow. All right, you need to be open to receiving this knowledge and this education and this guidance from wherever this being or whoever this being is, and you will know that you'll know when it's right, okay? You'll know if they're right for you or their lessons or message is right for you. Alright, so let's see what your spiritual messages are for the month of March. What are the spiritual messages from our higher selves, from our angels and those beings that watch over us, from the Father God and the Mother Goddess, both Mother Maiden and Crone, and Warrior, Sage, and Father, or Father, Warrior, Sage. Sorry, I kind of lost my cards there for a second. But for whoever this reading is meant for, what are their spiritual messages? What spiritual messages do you have for whoever this reading is meant to help, to guide? and to lead. And I think I lost my cards a second ago because I mentioned both the Father God and the Mother Goddess, and being open to a Father God is kind of coming new to me over the years. It's something I was raised in, but moved away from as I grew up. So I think my subconscious just went a little bit like, whoa, wait a minute. But here we are. What are your spiritual messages? I don't think any of those cards that came out were to be read. What are your spiritual messages for today, or for this month, for the month of March, for whoever this reading is meant for, please and thank you. So you have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so you're in this position where you are looking to make some sort of spiritual changes, but right now you've kind of got you got a belief system that has been good for you. You have a belief system that you've been holding on to for a while, and now you're starting to sort of branch out. You're starting to look at other just other ways to either practice your belief system, or just other things that you might believe in that may even be a little bit contradictory of what you originally were feeling or believing in, and that's okay. Okay, be open to learning new things and be open to taking this new spiritual journey, even if it takes you a little bit away from where you thought you would be, because right now some of the thoughts that you're holding on to, they're not serving you any longer. They may have served you at one point, but they're no longer serving you. All right, let's see what's influencing your spiritual energy. What is influencing the spiritual energy of this Eight of Cups energy for whoever this reading is meant for? Right, you have the Magician. So this is the energy of someone who knows magic, someone who knows, has a strong spiritual foundation, you know, has a whole toolbox full of knowledge and full of understanding of magic, of the occult, of spiritual things. And this energy of this Magician, this powerful, very strong energy, is what's influencing you spiritually. So yeah, if you're feeling like some of the things that you've held on to for a while are no longer serving you, be open to changing that. Be open to branching out and learning new things, because you are going to be on the right path. You're not necessarily ending a path or ending a belief system so much as you're strengthening and growing in a spiritual way that you may not even understand right now. But like, this is, you have a lot of spiritual power backing you. Okay, you have a lot of knowledge that the universe is trying to bring to you, and I do feel it's possible that there is an elderly person. Maybe it's a male person, but I feel like there may be a mentor of some sort in the works for you, and you are either being guided towards that mentor, or they're being guided to you, or, well, it's usually both at the same time, right? But yeah, there's just some sort of source of knowledge, of occult understanding, of spiritual understanding, this great powerful source that is trying to push you towards this change, towards this new understanding, or this new belief system. So let's see what you need to focus on concerning your spiritual messages. What should whoever this reading is meant for, what should they focus on concerning their spiritual message? The Eight of Cups energy. What should their focus be for the month of March concerning their spiritual energy? Please and thank you. You have the Ace of Wands and you have the Five of Swords. So with the Ace of Wands, I do think, you know, this is telling you to focus on spiritual fulfillment, okay? So really, like you said, if you're questioning your beliefs, or you're thinking of like new ways to practice, absolutely pursue that, and pursue that with a passion. You know, just say, all right, I'm obviously drawn to this spiritual path. I'm drawn to this teacher. I'm drawn to this course, to this practice. I'm going to give it my all, okay? So really put that energy in, because you have so much power behind you right now, guiding you. So much spiritual growth is available to you. Of course, we do have the Five of Swords, so you may be dealing with, you may be struggling with communicating what you need or communicating what you believe. You may be struggling with how other people think about what you believe. And again, like I said, with this Eight of Swords, you might even just be having trouble letting go of some old beliefs, and like whatever it is, you know, this spiritual change that you're going through, it is going to give you a little bit of struggle, a little bit of questioning. But you know what? Just kind of go with it, and move forward, trusting that you are on the right path and that you are being guided by something that is much more beyond your conscious understanding, beyond your conscious knowing, and you are being guided in the right direction, even though it's not necessarily the easy direction. Okay? Let's see what your energy is concerning your health. This could be your physical health, this could be mental health, okay? But what is your energy concerning health for the month of March 2019 for whoever this reading is meant for? Whoever this reading is meant to help and guide. What is their energy for this month, March, in the year 2000? Whoa. My hands today, you guys. I am dropping cards all over the place. My hands are buttery. But not literally. Alright, Butterfingers. Let's take a breath. Concerning the health of whoever is here for this reading, whoever is drawn to this reading and needs these messages, what can we learn concerning either their physical or mental health for the month of March 2019? Please and thank you to our higher selves. Please and thank you. So you have the Six of Cups, okay? So this is a month where you may need to be careful about where you're putting your physical energy, where you're putting your mental energy, because you are at risk of doing too much, doing it to the point that it's a detriment to you, okay? So really, you know, when people want you to work extra hours, really be aware of how you physically are going to respond to that. If that's going to cause you some sort of distress, if that's going to cause you to lose sleep, if that's going to cause you to be physically less at your peak than you need to be, really be aware of that. And the same goes for your mental health. If someone's like asking you to do a lot of emotional labor, a lot of mental work for them, really consider how that's going to play out for you, and whether that's going to be a problem for you. Because if you end up trying to help someone to the point of hurting yourself, then are you really helping? You know, like, really be careful about how you're spending, how you're giving your energy, and how you're giving your physical essence to other people and other things, and whether or not that is causing you to be in a negative position. So let's see what's influencing your health for the month of March. For whoever this reading is meant for, what is influencing their health for the month of March 2019? Whether mental or physical, what is the influence over their health for whoever this reading is meant for this month, March 2019, the third month of the year? Please and thank you. So you have the Page of Wands, okay? So the energy, I think, here is telling you that maybe you need to slow down, and you're really interested in kind of going into new things, like really going after new projects, new ideas, and that's great, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But really stop and take a look at your trajectory and whether or not you're trying to push too fast too soon, okay? Slow yourself down a little bit, let yourself learn a little bit more, let yourself luxuriate in your practices, in your activities, in your relaxation, whatever it is that you're doing for your health. Um, just try whatever you're doing that does affect your health, I should say, not necessarily you're doing it for your health, but whatever you're doing that affects your health, really slow down and take a step back. That doesn't mean you have to stop. It doesn't mean you don't need to go after what you want wholeheartedly. It just means slow yourself down and really take a look at the bigger picture. Take a look at try to look at it with a more long-term view than what you're probably looking at it right now, because if you continue on this trajectory, you know, you may end up a little bit more tired than you need to be. But I think overall you're pretty in an okay place. Okay, this isn't saying that you are struggling right now. I think you're pretty balanced. I think you're pretty healthy. It's just saying to be careful of not pushing yourself too much and to really kind of slow down before you get to that point of burnout. So let's see what you need to focus on concerning your health. What should you focus on? Whoever this reading is meant for, what should you focus on for this month of March concerning your health, be it mental or physical? What should you focus on concerning your health for the month of March in the year 2019? Please and thank you. So you have the Queen of Swords and you have the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. So I think with the Queen of Swords here, concerning your mental health, I think you really need to focus on finding some sort of balance and knowing what you want and who you are. Whether that means, you know, taking the time to look at your traumas, look at the things that have happened to you that are affecting you, especially if you find that you do have a tendency to push yourself to the point of burnout. Really stop and think about why you're doing that. I think if you understand the mindset behind your behaviors, if you understand where mentally you're coming from, and really focus on understanding yourself and understanding why, like I said, why you may be pushing yourself too hard, or why you don't work very hard, or why you value certain things over others, especially when it comes to things that affect your health. Really try to figure out what those are and why you're doing that, so that you'll be able to make better choices. But that kind of task is not going to be easy for you. It's not really easy for anybody, but especially for you this month. Even while you're trying to figure out, you know, why am I pushing myself too hard, or why don't I push myself harder, or if I do push myself harder, is that going to end up causing me to burn out, to fail? You know, like I said, take a step back and really look at the bigger picture here and really try to do some self-reflection, even though, again, it's not easy. Just like with this Five of Swords, you know, what you're doing this month, this is a month of growth, I think, for you, for whoever you are out there. This is a month of spiritual growth and spiritual change, and this is a month of reassessing physically how you're spending your time and spending your life and spending your energy, what you're working on, and how it's affecting, you know, your physical and your mental health. And I think as you're doing this kind of reassessing and as you're going after this change, you are having a little bit of trouble, because this is not your comfort zone. This is not where you're used to being. But you do know, or you need to know, that once you do go through this struggle, you are going to find yourself at a greater place of balance and of power and of healing and of knowledge, okay? Because this is a month for you to receive these things. This is a month for you to be open to these changes, to this new knowledge, to this new understanding, even if it's scary. And it is scary for you, you know. You're, like I said, you're struggling with dealing with these changes, and it's something that's kind of intimidating to you. It's very intimidating to look at your own psyche and try to understand why you behave the way you do. But once you're able to do that, you will be able to decide how to move forward in a way that's going to be best for you, okay? So don't let that kind of intimidation stop you. Really stop and look at yourself, reflect on yourself. Okay, let's see what messages we have concerning your relationships. These could be romantic relationships. It could also be relationships between friends and family. It could be relationships from work. Just, what is your energy concerning you and other people? Like your relationships with people, with strangers, people you know well, whatever. Your energy between you and other people, or how you deal with other people this month, how you experience interacting with other people for the month of March. So for whoever this reading is meant for, what is the message concerning their relationships for the month of March in the year 2019? Please and thank you. What is the message? Please and thank you. You have the World, okay? So you may be making a lot of friends this month. You may be meeting some new people. You may be wondering kind of what kind of people are best to bring into your life, because you're at a point where you are blossoming, and I did kind of feel that here too. But I'm getting it from this little flower here. You're at a point where you are starting to open up. You're starting to be a little bit more decisive about who you meet and whether or not the energy that they're bringing into your life is beneficial to you or whether it's harmful to you, okay? You're really starting to open up to other people in a way that may not be common to you, that may not be, what you're used to, but I think your relationships are guided by a sense of love. I think the people that you do choose to bring into your life this month are going to be good for you. They're going to be kind of healing and helpful relationships that are going to improve your overall life. And I do think there's this energy of love available to you this month in your relationship. So let's see what's influencing your relationships for the month of March. What is the influence or the influential energy over the relationships of whoever this reading is meant for the month of March 2019? What is influencing their relationships for the month of March 2019? Please and thank you. You're the King of Wands, okay? So I think there's a lot of passion in your relationships this month. There's a lot of, energy of someone who really wants to get up and take on life. However, with the King of Wands, I am feeling that even though this is the energy of someone who wants to get up and take on life, someone who wants to go out and fight the wars, there's a sense of responsibility that means you kind of have to maybe temper yourself a little bit. And I think with concerning relationships, this might just mean, don't jump into relationships, especially romantic relationships, without being discerning, without taking some time to really get to know the person or understand the person, even though you're really excited or passionate about this new relationship or this new friendship or whatever it is, even though it's something that does bring you a lot of fiery feelings. Be a little, I think, just kind of really think about it try to think about it from a logical point of view, because you may not be seeing everything as clearly as you can, and you just want to be responsible. You really just want to be wise in the choices that you make. But absolutely, there's this energy of passion and excitement and desire governing your relationships or influencing your relationships. So let's see what you need to focus on concerning your relationships. For whoever this reading is meant for, what should they focus on concerning their relationships in the month of March 2019 with this World energy? What should they focus on concerning their relationships for this month, March 2019? Please and thank you. You have the Two of Wands, okay? So you may have a choice to make, and then you have the Star. that choice is going to be guided by your deepest desires. So yeah, if this is a relationship, like a romantic relationship, it's possible you're trying to choose whether or not to pursue this with someone, whether or not pursuing it is going to be easy or tough or beneficial or fun or painful or whatever it is. And this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be entering a new job situation, you know, like agreeing to work for someone or hire someone for yourself. It could be you know, whether or not to just let someone into your spiritual practice or let someone into your home, or whatever it is, you're trying to decide, you know, whether or not forming this relationship or forming these relationships is going to serve you in the way that it needs to, in the way that's going to bring you this fulfillment of the world here. Okay, so you're kind of you need to focus on what's the right decision, and the way to make that right decision, I think, is going to require you to look really deep inside and ask yourself what you want out of this relationship. What can you offer to this relationship? How can you create a balanced and healthy sort of relationship? And is this relationship, and like I said, I know I keep saying relationship and a lot of people feel that that's romantic, but this could be like a family relationship, a friendship, any interaction with you and someone else that is like causing this kind of passionate energy in you. How are you going to find emotional balance and strength during from or through this relationship? And again, what can you offer that is going to help that person, and what can they offer you that will help you? How can you heal each other? How can you grow together? What can you provide each other in the way of fulfillment, in the way of feeling like you're blossoming and growing together, or becoming more just getting closer to your I don't want to say ideal self, because ideal implies it's like an impossible dream, but being closer to a self that is feeling this kind of wholeness of the world, this fullness, and this grounded kind of sense of being that many good relationships can provide to us. Okay, so really try to make the right decision depending on who's coming into your life, and do that based on, you know, what's going to bring you and that person the most fulfillment, and make you both help you both, not make you, but help you both be a little bit more whole and more authentic in yourselves. Okay, cultivate friendships and relationships that speak to your spirit. Alright, let's see what energy or messages you have concerning your work and your finances. What are the messages concerning work and or finances or career for whoever this person is meant for the month of March 2019, for this third month on the 3-year 2019? What is the financial, career, or work message for whoever was drawn to this reading, for whoever this reading is meant to help and guide? Please and thank you. For March 2019 finances. Wow, you have the Queen of Coins. So financially, career-wise, you might be having a very good month. And yeah, it is tax season, so that's probably in effect here. But whatever it is, you are having a very financially high month where you're feeling a little bit more stable. You're able to buy things that you need. You're able to do things that feel good to you financially. I think with the Queen of Coins, there is this energy of wisdom inherent there, where you're probably trying to figure out the best way to deal with any kind of influx of money that comes to you. But yeah, financially, I think this is a very positive energy. So let's see what's influencing your financial standing for the month of March. What is the influence over your financial, career, or work energy for this month, for the month of March 2019? What is the influential energy over the finances of whoever is drawn or needs this reading, whoever this reading is meant for the month of March 2019, please and thank you. You're the Knight of Swords, right? So this is the energy of logic. This is the energy of someone who's really trying to decide the best way to deal with their finances. And I think with this influential energy, it's telling you, really make a plan, set a goal, and then go for that goal. Try not to deviate too far from that goal, but also be open to things changing that are outside of your control, okay? Because the Knight of Swords does sometimes come with an energy of obsession, of being so single-minded on something that they're not able to handle when things don't always go their way. All right, so really try not to be so single-minded about your finances this month. But like I said, set that goal. See that light at the end there, like set a path for yourself, so that and try to be as logical as you can about it. Really, like, look at the numbers, crunch the numbers, face the debt, whatever it is that's scaring you about money. Really try to overcome that long enough to set a budget for yourself, set a plan for yourself, because whatever that comes to you, it's not guaranteed to come next month. It's not guaranteed to stay this way. So really set that plan so that you can find the best way to deal with your finances. So let's see what you need to influence on concerning your finances. And this is, like I said, to focus on, but this is your influential energy. And so it's more saying, you want to plan, you need to, the universe is giving you a gift here. You really need to decide how you're going to use that gift, or whether you're going to squander it, okay? So what do you need to focus on concerning your finances, your career, or your job for the month of March 2019? What do you need to focus on with this Queen of Coins energy concerning your finances, your career, and or your job? What is your focus for whoever this reading is meant for the month of March 2019? Please and thank you. To the Six of Swords, right? You need a mindset shift, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so the way you think about money right now, for whatever reason, however it is that you feel about money, it is not serving you, and it is time for you to really try to let go of those thoughts. You are moving into a new place where financially you're going to be in a different kind of way of being. You're going to be in a different bracket, maybe. Maybe not forever. Like I said, this may not last for the next month. This may just be because of the influx of taxes, but whatever it is, you're going to have some financial, an increase in your income this month. And if you don't deal with that properly, you are not going to be able to keep it. So really, if you really consider the way you feel about money, what you think about money, how your associations with money have affected you throughout your life, so that you can move to a new understanding and start believing different things about it. And when you are able to believe those different things, you're going to start to realize just how abundant your life is and how much you actually have to offer and share with the people that you love and the people that bring joy into your life. Share your joy, share your love, share your abundance, but really be careful that you're not going overboard, that you're not putting yourself at a place of risk. Really make a plan for how you want to financially spend your money, and especially if it means involving other people in your money. Really decide, whether or not they're going to help you out. And again, with this Five of Pentacles, just going back to your health, and how maybe you were putting a little bit too much mental energy and emotional energy into things that don't serve your health. It's also possible that you are so worried and so stressed out about money that that's what's pushing you over the edge and pushing you to this point. So take a step back, slow yourself down before jumping into any kind of relationships. Really try to grow spiritually, despite the struggle that may cause for you on how to communicate it and how to be open about that, but really, really branch out spiritually and let yourself be a lot more open, changing your mindset, okay, over finances, over abundance, over the physical status of your life, all right? And be open to receiving that new knowledge that is being offered to you. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card to see what your energy is as you transition into the month of April. What is your energy as you transition into the month of April for the year 2019 from March? What is your energy for whoever this reading is meant for, whoever is drawn to it? What is the energy as they transition into the month of April after this month, March 2019? Please and thank you. And of course, as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and for liking and subscribing, and any messages you send to me on Facebook or in the comments. I promise you I will always read them and I will always try to respond, and I really appreciate the support, okay? So let's see. What is your energy? I'm going to shuffle one more time. What is your energy for the month of April, or as you transition into the month of April from March in the year 2019? What is your transitional energy? Please and thank you. So I accidentally pulled two cards just now. The word wants to be written, and in the world, not of the world. And I do want to tell you just sort of my interpretation of them, but I also think I want to read them. So here we have in the world, not of the world. And I think the message here is telling you to remember your own divinity and remember the divine messages that are coming to you, the divine energy that's coming to you. And you may even realize that even though, you know, you go to work every day and you do very mundane things, you're probably not an average person, you know. You probably don't spend your time doing what someone might think an average American would do. So really be aware of how your spirituality, how your spiritual practice has set you apart. And then, you know, if it strikes you, take the time to really write down the changes that you've gone through, the sort of mental and spiritual growth that you've experienced over the years, because this is a time where you're coming. If you just look at these images, it just tells me, you know, you're coming to a point of transformation where you're changing very in your core ways. You're definitely, like, you're starting to open up spiritually. You're starting to set more boundaries for yourself and be more discerning concerning your relationships, and how you're spending money, or being a lot more wise about those things. And this is going to bring your life to a place where you never even imagined, you never even thought you would live that kind of you would have the kind of life that you're moving into. Okay, you never would have guessed that that's where you'd be. And then, of course, you know, you need to take the time to write that down, because 10 years from now, you're going to want to be able to look back on your growth and just see what's worked for you, see what hasn't, and see how much you've grown and changed, and how much you've helped, especially if you're like someone dealing with certain types of mental illnesses or imbalances. Then it really helps to look back on a time when you felt that you were growing and blossoming and becoming the person that you know you're meant to be. It helps to look back on those times when you're feeling stagnated or feeling like you've forgotten. So really, maybe start journaling or something. Just take the time to write down whatever it is that you're inspired to write concerning your growth and concerning yourself and who you are and your reflections of yourself. I'm just going to read one or two lines from each card. So in the world, not of the world, the first line is, "It is safe for you to become naked with life." This means stripping back your beliefs, strongholds, and mental or emotional security blankets so that you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagine the conditioning that has kept life away from you. Just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. Conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, having, locking away, holding, and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away. What would it feel like? Or what would it be like to feel as though you were on holiday every day? This oracle comes with a message. Sometimes we need our defenses, and at other times, it's clear we're outgrowing them. And then with the word wants to be written, I'll read a couple of words from that, a couple of lines from that. You might have been taught that creativity is something you have to work hard to access, or that finding your life purpose is so difficult that you must search high and low for it. Yet what you are is within you and wants to come out at every available opportunity. And you don't have to struggle. It's about allowing space for it to manifest and to let the energy flow. This oracle brings you the message that what you're dreaming of or seeking to do, create, live, or manifest, it's actually very natural for you. That's why you want to do it. Okay, that is your message for the month of March 2019. I do hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the description what you feel about these monthly readings, if you've been enjoying them, if you've been enjoying the channel. It's just nice to hear from people, so thank you so much for being here. I'll see you later today, because I will be uploading this on Monday. I'll see you later today with your daily tarot reading. Until then, have a beautiful day, and remember always that I love you. Bye.